I love when there's atmospheric or space phenomenon that's interesting. There's always the obligatory comments that flood, below YouTube channels and in, text-based blogs and whatnot. It's there'll be signs in the heavens, or whatever. If there's another war, there'll be wars and rumors of wars. Little one-liners. Oh yeah, what's another one? Oh yeah, it's like the days of Noah. ... Like it's somehow some sort of insight, ignoring the fact that there's been wars and rumors of wars throughout human history, and that weird stuff in the sky is pretty normal, in fact. There is space debris. There are meteors, right? Little rocks floating around space, and they enter the atmosphere all the time. Some of them burn up, and some of them, boil on the inside and explode. That's normal. And there are time periods where they're more common, probably, I suspect, because they're from the same source asteroid that broke up in space in multiple pieces coming in. There's ball lightning, there's blue lightning, there's green lightning, there's lightning that happens without thunder, heat lightning. There's mirages. Sometimes you see two suns. I remember there's an image. It shows up from time to time. It looks like there's like a phoenix in the sky, but it's really just an atmospheric phenomenon. It's real. There's a real physical explanation for it. The phenomena I'm looking for is sprites. Yeah, people seeing sprites in the sky. I'm not saying paranormal stuff doesn't happen. Paranormal stuff certainly does happen. But like my point is, like, every time you're like, oh, I'm gonna write there'll be wars and rumors of wars, or there'll be signs of heavens. That's so enlightening. Look at that. I'm so informed now. The mark of the beast. Okay, that's a blueprint. Nero Caesar, depending on how you spelled it, added up to 666 or 616, and there were different manuscripts that did that because of different ways of spelling it. Gematria. Okay, doesn't mean there isn't going to be an attempt to create a choke point for commerce here in the present day. Okay, it will fail. The technocrats of sorts, they'll cause a lot of damage before they go down, but they're going to go down. Look, I agree with you, we're in a time of transition. But to me, there's nothing special about an asteroid exploding in the sky. These things do happen. Right, one blew up over Tunguska, Siberia. That's in recorded history. Other fireballs were seen in the sky. And back in the mid-1500s, over Germany, they witnessed ships or orbs flying around, appear to battle with each other up in the sky. I mean, these things happen. There are forces outside humans, whether they be, you can call them extra-dimensional or interdimensional or extraterrestrial. Well, they're going to have battles in our atmosphere. These things do happen, right? They fight each other, and then they get on. They get on with whatever, There's often stuff going on that's beyond our comprehension. And whatever battle went on over Germany that day, I don't forget what town it was, okay? I forget what province of Germany. I know it wasn't called Germany at the time. But, like, these things happen. Okay, well, what is it? Did Jesus return after that? There were signs in the heavens then? No. Right, I think Jesus already returned. Because he's faithful and true. He told his followers they wouldn't die before he would come back. So he did come back. I'm not even a Christian. I think Jesus Christ came back for his followers. I don't think he'd lie to them. So what about now? I don't know. Here we are, guys. This is on you, man. This world is on you. The outcome of what happens here on Earth is on you. And that's a lot to bear. And so it's easy to just say, oh, there'll be signs in the heavens, there'll be wars and rumors of wars, and someone else is going to solve it for us. No one's going to solve your battles for you. I would say give gratitude for divine assistance, for sure, but making this world a better place is on you, and it's on me. Our frail, useless, domesticated selves have to become less domesticated and less useless. I don't think we could be much less frail. We can exercise a little bit, maybe, and build a little muscle tone, but, a little endurance, but it's on us. And if there's a sign in the heaven, let be a sign that you got to get off your ass and deal with your own problems, instead of waiting for someone else to deal with it. And we're all gonna take the dirt nap someday, right? These bodies die. The soul moves on. So on this earth and this existence, this is where you work on your soul through how you deal with life. You can believe whatever you want, okay? I'm not telling you to deny Jesus Christ. I just told you Jesus Christ returned for his followers. I think he did. Of course, you might say, well, what about so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so? Okay. Well, either he was full of shit and he didn't return, which I don't think it's out of character, or he was mistaken. I don't think he was mistaken. If he really ascended into heaven and said he would return, then, well, maybe he did. Right? So if you want to believe in Jesus, that's fine. I'm not telling you not to. There ain't nothing special about saying there'll be wars and rumors of wars. There'll be signs in the heavens. Woo! Yay, there'll be signs in the heavens. Okay. Anyway, if divine aid comes, I'd be thankful. I'd be thankful for some good spirits. There's a lot of bad ones that work in this world, for sure. I think there's good ones, too. You just don't know about it. It's not as flashy. It's not as obvious. I think the good spirits are working within the realm of inspiration, and because you have free will, right? You can choose how you want to respond to this world. Yeah, not totally free. I mean, we are limited by our bodies, and we're limited by our life experiences. We're limited by the limits of the human flesh, but we do have a choice within that spectrum. Okay, that's all I got to say. Ripping into people who keep posting the same usual stuff every time there's some atmospheric or astrological or astronomical event. I'm not saying that astrology is meaningless either. I'm not saying that at all. There's a lot of insight for those who are trained in it. I'm not, but I appreciate that some people are, and it's very meaningful to them. All right? I've listened to some interesting astrologers on YouTube. Do you have anything to add to the conversation, or is it just I'm gonna post a fragment of one verse from the Bible every time something happens in the news? Whoop-de-doo. Do what you want, right? It's your time, and yeah, no one's forced me to read this stuff. I know that. No one's forced me to read it. Every time I want to pull into my driveway, in comes Amazon Prime. Oh gosh, that's okay. Small price to pay for easy delivery of whatever the hell you want, right? Right? If you're about to go into your driveway and the Prime truck's there, well, that's okay. They got to make a living. They're doing their job to the best of their ability, and good for them. Good for them. All right, I'm done.